The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson on the Domino's post-game report. Chuck, another contest where you go punch for punch with an opponent and deliver a haymaker in the final 8 minutes. We'll talk about the team before we get to the individual efforts. How about, yet again, your team in crunch time getting the job done and getting the job done in a major way?
Well, we knew this was going to be a battle. That was an undefeated team. They were sitting, I think, tied for first in the SIAC, which this particular season is in our region. So we put this game on the schedule late as a way to sort of maybe have an opportunity to not only get better, but have an opportunity to make a statement. And I think the statement was made. And in response to your question, the separation there, because it was nip and tuck, man. They were tough, man. They were tough. They were competitive. But there was a stretch there when I think sort of a Nick Brennigan sort of took off and got us with the help. I think Tyler Bones was involved in some of that, sharing the ball and facilitating offense. And we just, our young guys stepped up at a critical time. And then throughout all of that, you still had guys like Trip Davis just doing work. So it was a great finishing that last 8 minutes.
You bring up Trip Davis, tied with Mike Ogan and Chris Jones, third highest scoring game in school history, sixth 40-point game in school history, 44 points on the night, 18 made free throws, second most in a single game in school history. What did you see for a guy, your oldest Eagle, on a day's rest, doing this in a very rough and tumble affair against Benedict?
Well, his performance speaks for itself, and you and I have been here long enough to see some, I know in my time here, some of the greatest performances in the history of this school and the history of this conference have been put on in this gym by Ish Sanders, Charlie Clark. But Trip Davis is right there in that conversation now. And the truth of the matter is, if he doesn't step up and score the ball like he does tonight, we do not win this game. So, and that's not to say that other guys didn't add value, but what Trip did tonight, like you said, I mean, it's out of this world, man.
Kind of odd to see from this year's team. This year's team has been very balanced. You kind of never know who's going to step up, but you can count on a few guys to go punch for punch. Tonight, yes, you got Ren Dyer with 14 and Nick Brennan with a career-high 16, but tonight it was a one-man show.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's not to take anything away from the other guys, but you could tell like he was feeling it. Our guys knew he was feeling it. The bench knew that he was feeling it, and he was given a lot of space and room to operate. And yeah, I mean, we needed that. I thought they did a good job. I thought Benedict did a good job of sort of trying to take away our interior. We didn't get as many clean shots at the basket, and so. On post feeds, that is, but we still got there with Trip attacking the rim, and then we still shared the ball the second half, man, to find some nice, clean-looking threes. I mean, we did not shoot the three ball well at all the first half. The second half we did, but a lot of that was on the inside out, was the penetrate kick, post-touch kick, and it worked out for us.
Yeah, you bring that up. A season low, 28 points in the paint.
Yeah.
You talk about not necessarily winning ugly. A 17-point win over an unbeaten team is something to be very pleased about, but you didn't win the way that you typically win.
Well, sometimes you have to win another way, and our defense was still sound, which has really been like I guess our cornerstone of the success we've been fortunate enough to have this year. But there has been, offensively speaking, more of an inside-out, and we still got some inside-out. It just wasn't hit EJ, hit BT, hit Butts, hit Bowens, and them chip in their point. Today was more drive it in there or throw it in there and then kick it out. So we got it. It was just a different way to go about it.
Really faced a good bit of adversity to fight through, too. 4 guys with 4 fouls. Ren Dyer fouls out. Had some rotations with guys that frequently play but often not together. What did you see out of your team weathering that storm?
Well, they were the most aggressive driving team we've faced this year, and not only did they drive it aggressively and they got to the line, but they made some Hail Mary type shots that could break a team's resolve, but it didn't break ours. Our guys are we got some pretty tough-minded guys, and they were not going to just drift off. Our guys were committed, and we were going to make them have to keep on proving that they could do what they had been doing which was with the attack off the bounce. But yeah, the foul situation was not what I would have expected, but I also did not expect the kind of aggressive, fast, quick, powerful drives we saw.
How much did the foul situation impact the rebounding in this one? Or did it? Dead even, by the way, you out-rebounded them by one, a very good rebounding team.
I'm not so sure that it really impacted, because I thought they were really good, really aggressive to get boards, and even when we had sort of our starting front line in there, we were still struggling to keep them off the glass. So, did they have more opportunities? They did have more opportunities to rebound the ball because of our defense on first shots. We were doing a great job and impacting their makes and misses, but. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would have made a difference or not. I don't think it would have, honestly.
Turn your attention with another tight turnaround. 48 hours of rest before you welcome in Mars Hill Wednesday, part of a series of back-to-back games with the Lions. Wednesday here, Thursday you head on the road to Stanford Arena. How do you build on a sixth straight win against high-quality competition out of the SIAC?
Well, we got to get healthy. This was a really physically taxing game, and so we got to get sort of fresh tomorrow and let tomorrow be recovery day. Then we turn around, got Mars Hill welcoming them in here, and of course it's a conference game, and we've struggled with them the last couple of years. So we're gonna have to get our minds right and come out here and perform at a high level if we want to continue to try to give ourselves the best chance to win games.
All right, Chuck. Pleasure as always. Congrats on a high-quality 17-point win over Benedict.
Thanks, Kev.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.